Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about when I think Robert Kirkman is going to kill Negan in the Walking Dead comic book series. Right, so I did a review for The Walking Dead issue 121 just the other day, which is part 7 of 12 for The Walking Dead All-Out War story arc in the ongoing comic book series. If you guys missed the review, I'll put the link in the description. You can go ahead and check it out. And I've reviewed every issue of The Walking Dead literally from the start up until this point in the channel. So if you guys have missed any or you want to see, feel free to check the channel for your favorites or whatever you like. Now, this video right here in particular, we're going to be talking about when we think Negan is going to be killed off in the Walking Dead comic book series. Now, this doesn't apply to the TV series just yet because he hasn't even been introduced in the TV series yet. So, you know, to talk about when he's going to be killed off when he hasn't even been introduced it's far too early. So for anybody who watches the TV show and doesn't read the comic book series, basically, if you don't know already, Negan is the next big villain to appear in the Walking Dead comic book series after the Governor. He's been around now actually only for 21 issues, which it seems like longer. It does seem like longer, but his entrance in issue 100 was huge, which I think is why it seems like it's been longer than that. But his saviors were kind of around with something to fear a little bit before that anyway, until we actually had him introduced as sort of the big bad, so to speak, in the Walking Dead comic book series. And he is the biggest bad guy we've had so far. He's a lot more dangerous than the Governor was. He's got more manpower. Okay, maybe he doesn't have a tank, but at least I don't think he has a tank. Or does he have a tank? I don't think he does, but he's got a lot of weaponry, and he's got a lot of men. He's got, I believe, around 100 total, or at least he did at the beginning of this war, around 100 in terms of what we've seen. Somewhere between probably about 70 to 110, somewhere around there, I guess would be a fair estimate. So he's got a lot of guys, and he's really, really tough. And basically, he goes ahead and he gets other towns or other communities that are surviving out there to pay up to him in order for protection, which is, it's like a mob type scenario scene where otherwise he'll just kill them, and then in exchange he kills walkers off in the area and he doesn't kill them. So they have to give him half of everything they have. Obviously, of course, with Rick not wanting to go along with that, and you know the other groups as well too, he quickly forms a resistance and they fight back against Negan. Now, at this point in the comic book series, what's happened is the battle has gone back and forth. At first, it seemed like Rick was going to have an easy victory. Then recently, it seemed like he was actually going to be defeated and probably die. And at this point now, we're kind of at an interesting time in that battle war, so to speak, because you have Rick, who basically in the recent issue has decided that screw this, he's gonna leave, he's gonna hightail it out of there. They're all gonna leave together, basically. Which obviously, if they're gonna continue this war, if Rick just leaves and Negan is just there, that's going to, I mean, it wouldn't fit with the whole style of a story arc like that if he was just going to leave and that'd be it. It wouldn't really make much sense to me. So it sounds like to me Rick is going to find a way, or Kirkman's going to get a way to write it in to make sense for Rick to want to go back and attack Negan again and finish this. Now, when I was thinking about it, I was considering that, you know, Eugene, who's been captured recently, is actually probably the most valuable character in the series right now. Yeah, he is. He's actually the most valuable character in the series, in the Walking Dead series. Now, why do I say that? Yes, he's smart, whatever, that's great. He has developed a way to cast bullets, to create bullets, to replenish their ammunition. Because the thing is, we're getting further into the zombie apocalypse now, so you know ammunition is it's basically depleted at this point. Everybody's already used, you know, all the ammo. Basically, you know, the amount that's left is going to be hardly any. Negan says, for example, you know, you don't use guns and ammunition on the dead. You can't, you know, there's not enough left and you're going to run out soon. You know, he said it before, you still use guns of the living as if it's a bad thing. Like you shouldn't do that because there's hardly any left, and you should use that against people if they want to attack you. You should not use guns against the dead. But it's always a danger when you go out there and you hand to hand start killing walkers. I mean, you have characters like Michonne that can do it and others, but it's it's dangerous. It's dangerous because you could get swarmed. One could come up behind you, or there's a lot of different things. You could fall on a dead walker body if there's a bunch of them, or there's all kinds of things that can happen, right? It's a lot safer if you could get a gun and just shoot them down one at a time, like an assault rifle, let's say. If you got a guy that can cast you those bullets so that you never run out of ammunition, you have essentially a gold mine there of the ability to protect yourself against zombies and people with an infinite supply of ammunition, basically, because he can just keep going. Now, they don't have to be perfect, but as long as they work for the most part, and I'm sure they would, then this guy is the most useful character in all of the Walking Dead series, and Negan has captured him. So that means Rick, once he comes to that realization, which he kind of knows Eugene's valuable, but I don't think he quite sees it yet. I think he's going to hit him soon in the next couple issues. He's going to have to go back there and finish this. There'll be 5 issues left of the All Out War story arc. Is he going to kill off Negan at the end of that? What's going to happen? Is he going to die? I mean, oh man, this is so tough to try and predict. It's really, really tough because I personally feel like when I look at it, 21 issues for a villain like Negan is too few. He's too interesting to be killed off in 21 issues. The Governor got more issues than that, didn't he? He got a lot of issues. I think it was more than 21, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, even though it seemed like at the beginning of the All Out War story arc, it was going to be either Negan or Rick, somebody was going to die, one group's going to win, the other group's going to die, something's going to happen like that. It almost seems to me like now, I don't know, for some reason I gotta say that I think Negan's going to make it out of this. I think he's going to survive the All Out War story arc, and I think he's going to go on further into the series. Maybe he'll be a villain sort of like in the TV series, the Governor, how he kind of disappears and then he comes back out of nowhere, that type of thing. I think with Negan, for some reason, I want to say I don't think he's going to be killed at the end of this story arc. I think it might be too predictable, which isn't what Kirkman likes to do, and it wouldn't be enough of a utilization of this awesome villainous character that he's created in Negan. So in terms of a death prediction, I think it's not enough issues yet. I think we got to see him go through a few more story arcs and a few more things happen, and maybe even, around time of issue 200 or 150 to 200, we'll see Negan eventually be killed one way or another. But I do think that this All Out War story arc is like the first part of something bigger that's happening, and Negan is going to be a bad guy that I think Kirkman's going to want to keep around for a while. I really don't think he wants to kill him right yet because he's just too interesting, he's too funny, he's too unique. Sort of like The Walking Dead's Joker, so to speak. Do you really want to kill the Joker, and have him just be gone forever? Because in The Walking Dead, you can't bring characters back. Well, you can bring back the zombies, but that's it, right? So yeah, kind of for my death predictions video, usually I say I do think characters going to die soon. For this one, I actually think that, I got to say, now that we're a good portion of the way into All Out War, I think he's going to make it, and I think something else is going to happen. Rick's going to have to try to save Eugene or something, and they're all going to have to escape together, or, something's going to happen and Negan's going to have to hightail it. One of the two of them is going to have to leave, or something of the sort, but I do not believe that Negan is going to die in All Out War. I think he's going to be around for a long time, like at least to issue 150, and then I think we'll see him die between maybe 150 to 200, somewhere around that range. But I don't think it's going to be right now. I think it's too soon. Anyway, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Obviously, a fun topic to talk about when the next major villain, and well, the biggest villain in The Walking Dead, really. I'd have to say he's bigger than the Governor in the comic book series. Can't wait to see him in the TV series. But when you think he's going to die and where you guys think Kirkman's going with this? Let's talk about it. Interesting topic. Really enjoy these. Obviously, love the comic book series. If the comic book series wasn't so amazing, the TV show wouldn't be good either. The TV show really, in essence, is so good because it's based on the comic books. That's what I think. I mean, it's handled extremely well, but it is based on the comic books, and that's why it's doing so well, I think. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev saying peace.